Let me tell you a story. I was driving down Portrush Road and the traffic was moving well. Things were fine, and then I was confronted by a bumper sticker which immediately offended me. It said, "Deport Bogans, not refugees." And at the next traffic lights I pulled up alongside the car with the offending bumping sticker and looked over, and there was a young guy who looked a bit wired in there. And I thought, who are you, some kind of trendy vegan punk whose mum shops at Burnside Village Shopping Centre? I didn't say anything because I didn't want to cause a road rage incident. But I was upset because my girlfriend's a bogan. I don't want her deported. I don't know what he's got against her and why he thinks she's somehow associated with refugees, as if you deport my girlfriend, things suddenly get a whole lot better for refugees. And I found it quite insidious that it would be like an either-or situation as far as he's concerned, like, oh, we've got to welcome the refugees or be more welcoming, accepting of people from different places. Therefore, let's lump together this other group of people who are already in Australia, called Bogans, who, I don't know, obviously doesn't feel any association with them, and deport them. If his point is that he blames Bogans for Australia's current intolerant and, in my view, shameful treatment of asylum seekers, then I think it's a really flawed analysis, a really misplaced blame, basically akin to scapegoating, to blame Bogans for Australia's policy on refugees. But Kevin Rudd wasn't a Bogan, Penny Wong wasn't a Bogan, Peter Garrett wasn't a Bogan, Tony Abbott and Scott Morrison are not Bogans, Christopher Pyne's not a Bogan. Have we ever even had a decent bloody Bogan senator of any description? What Bogan is on a parliamentary salary? None that I can think of, and I think leave the Bogans alone and perhaps expect more from your politicians who aren't Bogans. Perhaps expect more from your Christopher Pynes and your Tony Abbotts. But let me tell you, I don't think that Bogans are responsible for policy decisions in Australia, whether it's about the closure of car manufacturing plants, or policy on climate change, or policy on asylum seekers. I think it's careerist politicians taking the easy way, path of that they see of least resistance, and not Bogans. Anyway, I didn't say anything to this guy. I looked over and I just thought, no, I don't want to have a road rage kind of incident about this differences of opinion or differences of bumper sticker. And the lights turned green and I drove on down the road looking for a bottle shop to buy some bourbon and coke for my girlfriend. That's the end of my Australian story.